Good morning, guys. Right, it's been a couple of weeks and the main reason being is because I didn't make a faux pas. I measured everything perfectly, but when it came to practice, when I put it into practice, you find out as you go along that things don't always work out exactly how you planned. So, for example, this bench that I have designed, I aimed for 400 high because, I mean, these aren't going to go on top, but this is to simulate what's going to go on top. So when a 100mm high cushion is on top, it's about 500 high, which I think is the industry standard. Like I got my dimensions from a different site that do this sort of furniture, and it was 400 high and then 100mm topper. So I thought, oh, great stuff. But then when I put these on, which are the IKEA bed slats, they've got like a natural bend to them, right? So they actually raise up. I mean, even though they're only about 1 centimetre thick, they actually raise up to probably almost 2 centimetres. So I was getting a bit concerned then that once I put these on, then my head's going to touch the ceiling. And it pretty much did, because if I do 3, this kind of simulates what it was before. But look how high. You know, I can't sit and enjoy this. I mean, all my hard-earned work for this, it's just not worth it, is it? So I spent all weekend, last weekend, didn't film any of it, annoyingly shaving 3 centimetres. 3 centimetres, I know it's not a lot, but every guy knows that that's quite a lot. 3 centimetres off of the frame. So what I've done here, what I've had to do, because I've shaved 3 centimetres off the height, it no longer goes above the wheel arches. So I've had to curve the frame to the shape of the wheel arch on both sides. However, there is a big problem, is all my doors now are 3 centimetres too tall, and they're going to be a bit of a chew to fix. So I'm going to fix them later down the line, because it's not integral to carrying on with what we're doing. We just won't have doors for a bit. So I'm going to, now that this is all done, didn't bother filming it because I didn't want to waste your time. But yeah, it's now the right height. It's now the right height, and I'm just going to crack on with where we left off, which was putting the bed slats on, securing this to the floor, and maybe continuing on with the kitchen. So yeah, let's get going.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset.
Believe it or not, Carla had a good idea. Cut some spaces. Which, to be fair, I should have thought of, but I didn't. That way I can just marry it up every time. Genius, Carla. I think it's rubbing off.
Digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket.
Morning, guys. It's definitely not a week or two later. Nothing's changed at all. Everything is exactly the same. Right, so where are we carrying on from? We're just going to carry on with these bed slats because it's just the day after, you see, it's not a week or two later. So I'm just going to carry on this side, and then once we got all that sorted, we can measure out the foam, and then we can order some foam. So good stuff. Yeah, as I said, rough night's sleep from yesterday, but nothing's changed. Right, let's get back to it.
In plain sight all along.
Right, so before I screw this down, I need to definitely make sure that I'm lining everything up correctly, because what's going to happen is I'm going to have the ones that screwed in, obviously screwed in, then they can't be moved, but the ones in between are then going to bridge the gap and, you know, make it across into the gaps that are on this side. So they need to bridge across, so I need to make sure that they're all parallel and they all sort of work correctly. So then I know that this one has got to be there, and that's a fixed one. then hopefully with my spacers, because I did exactly, because Carl is a genius, with my spacers, I'll know that every time I go forwards, I'm going to be bridging the exact same position with the gap. Yeah, let's get going.
I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way.
Right, so that's all the fixed slats done on these two bits here. Now I just need to work out this bit here because it's going to be slightly different. They're not going to go across that way, they're going to go back to front. So I need to figure it out for when these lift up and slot into there, which one is going to be a fixed piece and which one's going to be a removable piece, and then that gives me my starting point. So I've just measured this one up, which is going to sit somewhere about there, and then every other consecutive one is going to be fixed in there, with those ones in between lifting out and bridging this gap when necessary. So yeah, let's get this one cut, stuck in, and then we can carry on.
Fell between the foam.
Right, so we're not going to show you the rest, so a little bit of movie magic. Done! So now all I need to do is do all the in-betweeny slats. Let's get going.
A few moments later.
Right, so that's the majority of my slats in place. I've put all the ones that are going to move, so they're all going to slide out just loose in there. I'm going to tape them all together somehow so that they all come out together. But this bit over here, so this section here, right, because the rest of them, when they slide in and out, they slide in and out sort of in between two slats. So that means that they've got some, you know, they don't slide all the way across. Whereas these ones, because this whole thing slides out, that means that there you can't have any fixed slats. So these ones that move from over here and go into here, I've got nothing really stopping them doing this and sliding all over the place. So I've come up with a genius idea, because as we know on this channel, my genius has no bounds. And I've come up with these little spacers, but they have two jobs, right? Because not only are they going to go in here, all the way across on the same on that side, right, which provide my spacers for these so they don't move about, so they're going to be locked into place, screwed into place. They also look correct. So from here you can see that there's slats, obviously, even if these were there, just like you can here, you can see that there are slats from the edge. But when this piece lifts up and removes there, there's not going to be any visible slats on there, so it's just going to look like a bit of a gaping hole. These, however, will make it look like the slats are going that way, just like they are on here, so it'll all look uniform when it's in its parallel position. A genius! Genius, I tell you. So yeah, I'm just going to get those fixed in. Blah.
Pulling stitches.
So while Sam's been busy, I've been baking some little ginger cookies. Can have them after our tea.
Morning everyone. It's a lot colder today, that's why I'm in a jacket. But where were we? So yesterday we've managed to do all these slats, which was great stuff. But what I was going to do, because when I bought these, they came tied together with the ribbon, right? So they were stapled underneath, so they could concertina together or whatever. I was going to just stick with that, so when I put the foam over the top, there isn't any undulation of anything sticking them together. That's just a piece of fabric. It's not going to affect the foam. But I'm also a bit conscious that they're going to wobble about quite a bit, or move about, or shift about, if they're not rigid. So I'm thinking, do I put this thin stuff over the top and just screw into the ones that are connected together on either side, so then they're like one piece that can slide in and out. It's only like ½ centimetre thick, so like 5mm thick, maybe even thinner, maybe 4, I don't know. So when the foam's on top, it's not really gonna, you know, rise it up any higher, I don't think. So yeah, I don't know whether to do that or to stick with my ribbon idea. I'll figure that out later. But yeah, now I'm going to crack on with, I need to measure this so I can measure out for the foam. So we're going to order that this week, hopefully it'll come in time. And then I'm going to crack on with this kitchen area now that I've got this all in place and it's bolted down. I can get everything fitted or cut to shape or whatever. Yeah, let's go.
And what date is it today? And when did you say it was going to be finished by?
My aim is to get it done by my birthday, which is the end of March. So yeah, said that now. Let's see if we can do it. I don't know, what date is it?
26?
It's 26, yeah. And oh yeah, I said it was going to be ready for my birthday, didn't I?
So we have 4 days.
So my birthday's in 4 days, yeah. But
so let's crack on.
I don't think it's going to be ready for my birthday. No, we'll just get it done as much as we can. As long as it's ready for the end of April, because we're going away in it in the end of April. So it needs to be done for then, at least to some functionality anyway, if that's a word. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Time to let go, so come what may.
Test number 1. I don't know why that's so much higher than when I marked it off. Why is that?
No idea.
Eh? That makes absolutely no sense. Why is that scribed out so much taller?
Oh dear.
Take 2. Oh, that's a bit too short there. Take 3. Nope. Take 4. Oh, a tiny smidge more. Just a smidge. Take 5. That's still a bit tight. Take a smidge more. This is doing my head in.
And what more?
A smidge. Take 6. Oh yeah, that's better. Wait, that'll do. Right, so now I just need to measure how much I need to take off all of that. I need to mimic it to get the right depth to match them. Or, actually, I'm quite clever here. I'm not clever, but I might just do it to the edge of the bed. Then you don't have, oh no, yeah. Right, so I've got all of the panels now cut to size for the kitchen. So it's all coming together, as you can see. Not looking too shabby. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to have to frame these up with some pieces of wood that go in between, like that. Same as the back and the bottom. So that's what I'm doing now, to just make like a carcass, I guess that's what they call them. So yeah, let's get to it.
Don't look before you leave.
Changed hats now, are you a bit chilly?
It's bloody freezing, it's like spring was this close. Now it's buggered off again.
What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old lives.
You happy?
Yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with that. It looks pretty good.
Looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's a lot more sturdy than I thought as well. I thought it'd have loads of like wobble. You know, like it'd be quite flexible and I have to wait till I put the countertop on for it to secure it all up, but it's actually quite secure.
1 down, 1 to go.
And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding an easy kill, gonna leave it all behind. I think it's time for me to go.
Right, well that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing, because as you can see, we are not finished, so there's still plenty to come. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up, like, hit the bell, all those nice things, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.